So, hello guys, I am Izle Gapa and I will present to you the softball rule 1 to 4. So, for the rule 1, the definition. So, section 1, the altered bat. A bat is altered when the physical structure of a legal bat has been changed. Example of altering a bat are replacing the handle of a metal bat with a wooden or other type handle. So inserting material inside the bat, applying excessive tape more than 2 layers to the bat grip, or painting a bat at the top or bottom for other than identification purpose. So section 2, the appeal play. So a live or dead ball appeal is a play or situation on which an umpire cannot make a decision unless requested by a manager, coach, or player of non-offending team. So for the section 3, the ball compression. So ball compression is the load force in kilograms or pounds required to compress a softball for 6.5 millimeters or 0.25 inches when measured in accordance with the ASTM and the American Society for Testing and Materials test method for measuring compression displacement of softball. So for the section 4, the ball core. So the coefficient of restitution of a softball when measured with the ASTM or the American Society for Testing and Materials test method for measuring the coefficient of restitution of softball. So for the section 5, the baseline. Baseline is a direct line between bases. The section 6 is the base on balls. The FP and SP base on balls occurs when 4 pitches are judged by the plate umpire to be balls, including illegal pitches. The batter is awarded first base. This is sometimes referred to as a walk. FP, the ball is alive. SP, the ball is dead. So for the section 7, base path. So a base path is a direct line between the base and the runner's position at the time a defensive player is attempting or about attempt to attack runner. So for the section 8, batted ball. So a batted ball is any ball that hits the bat or is hit by the bat and lands either in fair or foul territory. No intention to hit the ball is necessary. So for the section 9, the batter. So a batter is an offensive player who enters the batter's box with the intention of aiding his team to score runs. He continues to be a batter until he is either declared out by the umpire or he becomes a batter runner. So for the section 10, the batter's box. So the batter's box is the area to which the batter is restricted while in position with the intention of helping his team to obtain runs. The lines are considered as being within the batter's box. So for the section 11, the batter runner. So a batter runner is a player who has finished a turn at bat but has not yet been put out or touched first base. So for the section 12, the batting order. The batting order is the official listing of offensive players in the order in which members of the team must come to bat. When the lineup card is submitted, it shall also include players' position. So we will back to the okay. So for the section 13, the black ball. So for the black ball, letter A black ball is a batted or thrown or pitch ball that becomes lodged in the feeding or is touched, stopped, or handled by a person not engaged in the game or touches any object that is not part of the official equipment or playing area or is touched by a defensive player who is in contact with the ground that is not part of the playing area. So for the section 14, the bunt or the FP only. So a bunt is a battled ball not swung at but intentionally met the bat and tap slowly within the playing field. So for the section 15, the catch. So a catch is a legally caught ball, which occurs when the fielder catches a battered or thrown ball with his hands or glove. So for the section 16, the section 16 is the catcher's back. So as you can see, the section 17, the charge of conference. So this is the charge conference, as you can see. So next is the section 18, the chop ball. So a chop hit ball is one at which the batter strikes downward with a chopping motion of the bat so that the ball bounces high into the air. So for the section 19 is the coach. So a coach is a person who is responsible for the team's actions on the field, and he represents the team in communications with the umpire and opposing team. So for the section 20 is the crow hop or the FP only. So a crow hop is defined as the act of a pitcher who does not push off from the pitcher's plates to deliver the ball. So for the section 21 is the dead ball. So a dead ball is one that A touches any object that is not part of the official equipment or official playing area or player, person not engaged in the game, or lodges in the umpire's gear or in an offensive player's clothing or the umpire's has ruled dead. So for the section 22, the defensive team. So the defensive team is the team in the field. So the section 23, delayed dead ball. Then the section 24 is designate player, DP or FP only. The designate player is a starting offensive player who bats in the lineup for the flex player listed in the 10th position on the lineup card. So the section 25 is dislodge base. So a dislodge base is a base displayed from its proper position. Then the section 26 is double play. So a double play is a play that defends in which two offensive players are legally put out as a result of continuous action. So the section 27 is dugout. The dugout is an area in the dead ball territory designated for players, coaches, bat boys or girls, and official representatives of team only. There shall be no smoking in this area. So for the section 28, the ejection from the game. So the ejection is the act of any umpire ordering a player, official, or any team member to leave the game and the grounds for a rule violation for the remainder of the game. So for the section 29, the fair ball, a fair ball is a legally batted ball. So as you can see, this is the rules of the fair ball. Then for the section 23, the fair territory. Then a fair territory is the part of the playing field within and including the first and third base foul lines from home base to bottom of the extreme playing field fence and perpendicularly upward. So section 31 is fake tag. The section 31 is fake tag. Then the section 32 is the fielder. So a fielder is any defensive player of the team on the field. Then the section 33 is the fly ball. A fly ball is any ball batted into the air. Then the section 34 is flex player, FP only. The FP player is the starting is the I will repeat. The flex player is the starting player for whom the designate player or the DP is batting and whose name appears in the 10th position on the line-up card. So for the section 38 is the force out. Then for the section the section 35 is the force out. The section 36 is the forfeit. Then the section 37 is the foul ball. Then the section 38 is the foul territory. Then the section 39 is the foul tip. Then for the section 40 is the helmet. For the section 41 is the home team. Section 42 is the illegal but, or the illegal but is one that does not meet the requirements of Rule 3 to Section 1. Then the Section 43 is illegal extra player, the SP only. An illegal extra player is one who violates any of the provisions of Rule 4 Section 6. Then next is the Section 44, the illegal pitcher. Then the Section 45 is illegal player. Next is the Section 46 is the illegal re-entry. Then the Section 47 is the illegal substitute. For the Section 48 is the illegally batted ball. Then the Section 49 is the illegally caught ball. An illegally caught ball occurs when a fielder catches a bat, thrown or pitch ball with his cap, mask, glove, or any part of his uniform while it is detached from its proper place. Then the Section 50 is ineligible player. So an ineligible player is a player who may no longer legally participate in the game because the umpire has removed him. So for the Section 51, ineligible replacement player. Then the Section 52 is in-flight. So the in-flight describes any batted, thrown, or pitched ball that has not yet touched the ground or same object other than a fielder. For the Section 53, in jeopardy. In jeopardy is a term indicating that the ball is in play and an offensive player may be put out. So for the Section 54 is infield. So the infield is the portion of the field in fair territory that includes areas normally covered by infielders. So for the Section 55 is the infielder. Section 56 is the infield fly. Section 57 is the inning. The Section 58 is the intentional base on balls. So as you can see, this is the definition of them. Then we'll proceed to the Section 59, the intentionally dropped fly ball. Then the Section 60 is the interference. Then the Section 69 is the leaping or FP only. Then Section 62 is the illegal touch or tug. Then the Section 63 is the legal caught ball. Then the Section 64 is the line drive. The line drive is a ball in flight that is batted sharply and directly into the playing field. The Section 65 is line up and line up card. Then Section 66 is the obstruction. Then next is the Section 68 is the offensive team. The offensive team is the team at bat. Then the Section 69 is the official equipment. So the official equipment is considered to be an equipment, the bats, gloves, helmets, and etc. in current use by the defensive or offensive team in the course of play. So for the Section 70, on deck batter. Then the Section 71 is on deck circle. So for the Section 70, the on deck batter is the offensive player whose name follows the name of the batter in the batting order. For the Section 71, the on deck circle is that area where the on deck batter may warm up or takes practice swings whilst waiting his turn to enter the batter's box. So for the Section 72, 1 meter or the 3-foot line. The next, the Section 73, the option play. Then the Section 74 is the outfield. Then the Section 75 is the overslide. Next is the Section 74 is the overthrow. The overthrow is play in which ball is thrown from one fielder to another, resulting in the ball going beyond the boundary lines of the playing field or becoming blocked. Then the Section 77 is pass ball, FP only. The pass ball is a pitch that should have been held or controlled by the catcher with ordinary effort. Then the Section 78 is the pitch. Pitch is the act performed by the pitcher in delivering the ball to the batter. Next is the Section 79, the pitcher's circle, the FP only. The pitcher's circle is the area within 2.44 meter or the 8 feet of the pitcher's plate. The lines are considered within the circle. So for the section 80 is the pivot foot. So the pivot foot is that foot. The next is the section 81 or the play ball. The play ball is the term used by the plate umpire to indicate that play shall begin or be resumed when the pitcher holds the ball, and FP only is within the pitcher's circle, and SP only is on or near the pitcher's plate. So the section 82 is the pre-game meeting. Then the section 83 is the protest. So a protest separate from an appeal is the action of defensive or offensive team. So next is the section 84, the quick return pitch. Then the section 85 is the re-entry. Re-entry is that act of any of the starting players returning to the game after being legally or illegally substituted. So for the section 86 is the removal from the game. Then the section 87 is the replacement player. So next is the section 88, the runner. The runner is player of the team at bat who has finished at a turn but reached first base and has not yet been put out. So for the section 89, the slap hit. Then for the section 90 is the squeeze play. Then the section 91 is the starting players. For the section 92 is the stealing. Stealing is the act of runner attempting to advance during or after pitch to the batter. Stealing is not allowed in slow pitch. Then for the section 93 is the strike zone. For the section 94 is the substitute. Then for the section 95 is the tagging up. For the section 96 is team member. The team member includes any person authorized to sit on the team bench. Then the section 95 is the temporary runner. Then the section 98 is the throw. Throw is the act performed by a fielder when throwing the ball to another fielder. Then for the section 99 is the time. Time is the term used by the umpire to order the suspension of play during which the ball is dead. Then the section 100 is trap ball. Then next the section 101 is the triple play. Section 102 is turn at bat. Section 103 is the wild pitch. Section 104 is the wild throw. Section number 105 is withdrawn player. So now the rule number 1 is done. Then we will proceed now to the rule 2, the playing field. So the section number 1 is the playing field, as you can see. Then the section number 2 is the ground or special rules. Then the section number 3 is the official diamond shall have baselines and pitching distance as set out in the distance table. The section 4 is diamond layout. Then as you can see, the diamond layout. So for the layout of the diamond, refer to a drawing showing official dimensions of softball diamond in Appendix 1A and a detailed instruction to lay out a diamond with 18.29 meter or the 60 feet, then baselines and a 14.02 or the 46 feet pitching distance can be found in Appendix 3. Dimension for the following are contained in Appendix 2. So this, then next is the rule number 3, the equipment. So for the section 1, the official bat. So the official bat. Then for the section 2 is the warm-up bats. Then the warm-up bat must be one-piece construction and it shall comply with the safety grip and safety knob requirements of the official bat. Then for the section 3, the official softball. Then next is the section 4, the gloves and MITTS. So a player may wear a glove, but only the catcher and first baseman may use mitts or the MITTS. So for the section 5 is the shoes. So a team members must wear shoes. A shoe shall be considered official if it is made with either canvas or leather uppers or similar materials and is fully enclosed. So next for the section 6, the protective equipment. The protective equipment is the mask for the FP only, then the mask for SP only, then the face mask. Then then we will proceed now to the section 7, the equipment and playing field. So equipment that is not part of the official equipment shall not be left lying on the playing field in either fair or foul territory. So next is the section 8, the uniform. So the uniform is the caps, then the undershirts, then the pants are the sliding pants, then the numbers, names, and cast, then the distracting adornments. So for the section 9, the section 9 is all equipment. So notwithstanding the foregoing, the ISF reserves the right to withhold or withdraw approval of any equipment which in the ISF's sole determination significantly changes the character of the game, affects the safety of participants or spectators, or renders a player's performance more productive of his equipment rather than his individual skill. So rule for coaches, players, and substitute. So we are now to the rule 4, which is the coaches, players, and substitutes. So for the section 1 is the coaches. Then for the section 2 is the lineup cards and rosters. Then for the section 3 is the players. Then for the section 4 is the starting player. So a starting player shall be official when the lineup card is inspected and approved by the plate umpire and team representative at the pre-game meeting. Then for the section 5, the designate player of FP only. Then the section 6 is the extra player or the SP only. Then the section 7 is the re-entry. Then the section 8 is substitutes or the illegal player. A substitute may take the place of a player whose name in his team's lineup. So that is the substitutes. So for the next. For the section 9, the disputed call. So any team member disputing any judgment decision by an umpire will constitute a team warning. Any repeat offense shall be result in the ejection of the team member. So for the section 10, the dugout conduct. Coaches, players, substitute, or other bench personnel shall not be outside the designated dugout area except when the rules allow or when considered justified by umpire. So for the section 11 is the replacement player. Then section 12 is the temporary runner or the FP only. Then the temporary runner is illegal for a catcher or record from the previous half inning who is on base with 2 out. So for the section 13 is the violations and penalties. Yes. Then